Been a busy day of news now, and here's what we know. The FBI is reviewing new emails from Clinton's server, and they're tied to sexting investigation of former Congressman Anthony Weiner, who's in the middle of a divorce with high-ranking Hillary staffer. Let's try and sort all this out for you now. Tim Barber's joining us live at FBI headquarters. He's got the very latest for us tonight, and both candidates are asking for details or specifics to come out from the director of the FBI. Not sure that's going to happen.
And we talked to several Clinton supporters tonight, and most of them say they've already made up their mind no matter what happens. And really the important thing here is the FBI agents are still going through those emails, and it's unclear tonight what's in them. 11 days from Election Day, a double-digit lead in the polls, and Hillary Clinton's email scandal is back in the spotlight.
So the American people deserve to get the full and complete facts immediately.
FBI Director James Comey says agents uncovered more Clinton emails during an unrelated case. The agency is now reviewing them to figure out if the records contain classified information.
And I thought the whole thing was over with.
We asked Clinton supporters if the news would change their minds about voting for her.
I can't see Trump being president.
I'm not paying that any attention.
Clinton found out about the email probe after she landed in Iowa for a rally. But the candidate did not mention the controversy until she held a short press conference tonight.
The director himself has said he doesn't know whether the emails referenced in his letter are significant or not. I'm confident, whatever they are, will not change the conclusion reached in July.
In July, Director Comey did not recommend criminal charges for Hillary Clinton after a year-long investigation into her private server. Now the agents are looking into the new emails. Trump is applauding the FBI.
The FBI and the Department of Justice are now willing to have the courage to right the horrible mistake.
According to the New York Times, the unrelated case the FBI director mentioned here could be an investigation at Anthony Weiner's sexting scandal. Anthony Weiner's estranged wife is a top aide to Hillary Clinton. Reporting live in Northwest Washington, Tim Barber, ABC 7 News.
Okay, Tim, thank you very much. Also new tonight, danger while voting. Former D.C. Mayor Vincent Gray is calling for more security at a D.C. polling place. We're talking about the Dorothy Height Benning Library, and it's the early voting center in Ward 7. Well, it's also recently been the site of a shooting and an armed robbery. Gray is asking for greater police presence as crowds head to the polls.
Breaking right now, a man is dead after being hit by a car in Clinton. Skytrack 7 flew over this scene in the 9100 block of Stewart Lane tonight. Police say the victim is in his 60s. The investigation at this point in the very early stages. Stay with ABC 7 and WJLA.com for updates as soon as we get them. And happening right now, 20 people are recovering after a very scary scene at O'Hare Airport. Look at this. This plane went up in smoke. Flames were coming out of that right wing way up into the air from American Airlines plane that was on its way to Miami, and it never made it. Lindsay Mastis live now with new information about what happened to this plane. Lindsay?
Yeah, Jonathan, there were 170 people on board, and luckily everyone's alive. But when you look at this video, it was shot by a passenger. You see that thick, dark smoke and a ball of fire rising from that Boeing 767. Now, one passenger spoke out about what happened.
We started to take off. We didn't get in the air, and seemed like the right side engine blew. Big ball of fire. Everybody was so professional. The pilot stopped the plane perfect, and we all started exiting. It was kind of a coordinated chaos, but it was unbelievable how we got off that plane.
The plane was supposed to be headed to Miami, but pilots reported an engine-related mechanical issue. That's according to American Airlines. Now, at least 20 people suffered minor injuries and were taken to the hospital tonight. The NTSB is beginning its investigation into what went wrong. Back to you.
All right, Lindsay, thank you very much. Meanwhile, there was another plane accident today, this one involving a FedEx jet that caught fire while landing in South Florida. The plane was arriving from Memphis when its landing gear collapsed. Amateur video shows this explosion caused the engine to separate from the rest of the plane. Firefighters put the fire out, and no one was injured in this one. The airport, though, was shut down for several hours, and the FAA is still investigating.
And we are in the middle of a cool evening that will transition into a cool night and a cool start to your day on Saturday. Temperatures will fall into the 40s around the Capital Beltway. But if you have plans to eat lunch outdoors tomorrow, maybe go to Georgetown, looking absolutely fantastic. Around 70 during the noontime hour, lower 70s by 1 at 2 o'clock. A nice mix of sun and clouds. Now, daytime highs will be a little bit warmer than that, around 75 to 77 degrees. I wouldn't be surprised the further west you go, we're talking upper 70s. A warmer day yet on the way on Sunday. We'll talk about the Marine Corps Marathon, what to expect then, plus tracking a cold front late Sunday and the impact for showers. More on that coming up in just a few minutes.
See you in a few. Thanks. First on 7 now. That is cheering you're hearing. A glimmer of hope for a community that was left out in the cold. The lights, as you can see, are back on at Lynn Hill Condo Community in Temple Hills, because earlier this week, families were left homeless when their power was cut off and they were told to leave.